What's going on, guys? Another day, another video. Sitting at my computer because I realized I never shot an intro for this vlog. So here it is. In this video, I got, looking over beside me at what I got some electronics I tested, how to quickly check and fix a common VCR problem if you guys are into buying and selling VCRs. Super common, happens all the time. A couple sales and a couple things I'm selling, and I'll show you guys a Chevy truck I picked up. It was a free truck too. I don't know if it's going to be a flip or if I'm going to make it a project truck and have something cool to drive. Either way, I'm not turning down a free truck. That's just silly. So I'll share that with you guys and a couple other things. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
There it is. Well, the sun's not doing it any favors. It was free. It's a 1990 Chevy, 1500, 350 in it, two-wheel drive, basic truck. It is a Silverado though, so it's got power windows, power locks, AC. It's not bad shape. Look at all the sap though. This is crazy. Never seen that much sap on a vehicle. Yeah, it was free. It's $350. Runs good. I got new fenders for it, and I have a new hood for it off another parts truck, and I have a different set of rims and tires, so I'm going to throw that on, and that's about it. This is the inside. Inside's super clean. Like no rips in the seats, no cracks in the dash, none of that. Brake booster. So yeah, free truck. Needs brakes all the way around. Needs the fenders and hood because it's mangled. So I'll probably give it a tune-up, fenders, hood. Sell it for 1,200 bucks.
Okay, so this is the VCR that I picked up. It was $2 at a Goodwill. It will rewind, it will fast forward, but if you push play, it almost wants to go and then it freezes up and stops. And that's due to the head that reads the tape. To give you a better view, this is the tape trying to play. You'll see it kind of twitch and turn forward, and then it just doesn't quite want to go. I just figured it would give you guys a better idea what it does. See, goes, stops, then it rewinds a little bit, and then that's it. It just goes back to a blue screen on the TV. So what you see here is the head, that right there, that giant metal round cylinder looking thing. Basically that pulls the tape around and reads it. A lot of times if these are stored somewhere where it's damp, moisture can get at it, or a little bit of corrosion or anything like that, they'll stick right at the bottom. It just kind of gets a bit of corrosion and it sticks. I'm not sure if it swells or if it's just dirt in there. A lot of the times just spinning it by hand or a little bit of electrical conduit cleaner sprayed in there and a bit of a air blow with an air gun or a can of compressed air fixes the problem completely up. So as you see, it wasn't playing. I can hit play now. Spins up perfectly. I'll give it one more test here and let it play through, and yes, I am using a Commodore monitor. Such a nostalgic show for me. I used to love this as a kid. The X-Men animated series. Anyways, wasting too much time here. I gotta get back to work, and I'm gonna throw this VCR back together and get it listed. Actually, one more thing quick about this VCR. Look at the battery that the remote control takes. Maybe some of you older guys are more familiar with a battery like this. I've never seen one like this. I looked them up and I can get one for $8 to throw in the remote to test it. I'm not gonna do that. It's probably fine. It was a little corroded. I cleaned it up. I'm sure it'll be all right. I put in the listing that the battery's dead and a new one would need to be replaced, and they can be purchased off eBay for about $9. If it doesn't sell after a couple weeks, maybe I'll source one and throw it in the remote. But isn't it weird looking? If you guys have ever seen one of these, let me know in the comments down below. I've never seen one of these batteries before. Last thing to do is just put this all back together. I got the top back on, so it's just a bunch of screws that got to get thrown in, and it'll be ready. So these are the sales I got to pack up for the weekend. Nothing too crazy. Just what sold so far over the weekend. It's Sunday afternoon, so maybe more will sell. I usually get another little burst of sales Sunday night, and I'm just packing them in my kitchen. If you guys want more of an update of the house renos, oh, that's really dark. There is the tile for the kitchen. So I got to keep coming out with it still. But yeah, that is our tile installed, and then this is our kitchen. We actually bought, it's covered in stuff right now because I got all my packing stuff out. We actually bought this kitchen, including the granite, off of Kijiji for $4,000, the whole kitchen, which was pretty sweet. That saved us a ton of money because to build one of these would have cost a hell of a lot more than that. So, and they're all maple front and stuff, so it was pretty cool. Anyways, that's the last kind of project. Finished tiling. The fridge has to go back there. We got it kind of sitting out over here right now. And then, yeah, still got to finish drywalling too. Like, we built bulkheads and supported the floor. So there's a big beam that runs across in there that's hidden in the wall. And we had to build boxes all around it and drywall it all in. It was tedious. But anyways, off topic. It's coming along. These are the sales. So the first one's pretty crazy. This only sold for a little over $10. Sorry, I didn't write them down, but it was a little over $10, like $10.75 or something like that. That's not the crazy part. What's crazy is it's going to Italy, which I don't normally like shipping to Italy. I told her small packet air was going to run about $12, and if she wanted it tracked, it was actually going to be about $43. She wanted it tracked, so she paid $43 to have this $10 book shipped. So she must have really wanted it, I guess. That's the first one. That was sold on eBay too. Beatles Rock Band kick drum. I always do good selling replacement kick drums, or even like if you can find a Rock Band set for $2, take all the drums off, sell the drum pads and sell the kick pad, and just throw the stand out. Then you don't have to worry about shipping a big stand because most people just need replacement parts. Anyways, that sold for $18 plus shipping, and it's going in Ontario. I should have wrote these down, but whatever. This is actually pretty cool. It's a vintage ruler. See if we can get it to even focus on it. Go. Yeah, it's a vintage ruler that also does like angles, so you can open it up like this and figure out your degrees. And then it's got a little level built in. Here, maybe I can set it down here. There we go, that's better. So yeah, it opens up, it's got a little level built in here. It's all brass ends and stuff, and then it folds open as well, so it can become a bigger ruler. This one was made in England, and when I was looking it up, it was from like I think it was like the 1830s. Anyways, I had it listed for $105, which is a little high, but there was none of this make with the level in it, and I found out that's kind of rare, I guess. And I sat on it for honestly about 8 months. I forgot I had it because it's so small. It just sat in a little dresser or in a little cupboard. And I got an offer of $60, I believe, and I took it. It sat long enough, and I'm nothing into this. This came out of a huge auction lot that I bought a while back. It was like I don't know, I got filing cabinets with it that I had to unlock, a whole bunch of Ford symbols and stuff. It's actually in one of my videos way back. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description if you're curious about the auction lot. But yeah, so it owed me nothing. I've more than made my money out of that. I made my money out of a typewriter right away, so everything else has been profit. I made a couple hundred, so that just adds to it. Pretty neat though. It's really, really cool. I have another one too that's a little more basic and a little newer from like the 1930s, and it's only worth about $20. Next thing that sells, I always check power cord bins when I am at Goodwills and any thrift stores or garage sales, because these sell great. This one is the NES one. Yeah, this one's an NES power adapter. It sold for $14 plus shipping. And then this one's the SNES power adapter. Normally I bag them. That one sold in like under a day when I listed it, so I never even had time to bag and inventory it. This is an SNES one. It sold for $21 plus shipping, which is pretty good. And then I sold 2 Sega Genesis controllers, just the 3-button ones. They sold on Amazon for $18.50 a piece. One guy bought both, plus $5 shipping, because Amazon shipping is stupid. So I'll eat some of that shipping cost. It'll actually be about $11 to ship it, but that's not a big deal. Next thing I sold was Windows Vista Complete Edition, Microsoft Windows Vista. Make sure I don't open up the side with the security key. So
Vista Home Premium, sold for $15 plus shipping. That'll go in an envelope and ship for like $3. And then I sold some Pokemon cards. I finally listed those Pokemon cards that I've had sitting forever, that I bought for $20 at the Ilderton garage sale. So I listed, I don't know, about 30 of them last night, and these are the first 3 that sold. It was the Mew card sold for $9. That one sold for $4.90. That one sold for $5, which is not a lot of money, but I also charge $2.75 shipping for each one, and it only cost me $1.25 shipping, so I make a couple bucks off shipping. With shipping and all these, I already made my money back though on the 300 plus cards, and then I got like probably about 200 cards that are just going to sell in a lot because they're commons and not worth as much, and I don't know, I'll get like $20 for that lot. It won't be a lot. And then the last thing is one guy bought 3 laser discs. He bought Sleeping Beauty. I believe Sleeping Beauty was $18, and then he bought First Night. Does this one open up? Yeah, this is a, oh no it doesn't. And then he bought First Night for I believe $12, and then he bought Independence Day. This one does open up, for $21 I believe, and then he paid $15 shipping on top of that. And that's a laser disc for anyone who doesn't know. Looks like a giant CD record, and it plays movies. It's like a giant DVD, but before DVD. It was the same time as VHS. They do okay. If you guys are ever gonna buy a laser disc, you'll sit on them a little bit. The laser disc players do way better than the laser discs themselves. You'll get a couple hundred for some really good laser disc players. Laser discs, you sit on them for a little bit, depending on the ones you got, and you get anywhere from, they're like records. You'll get anywhere from $5 to a couple $100 if you find the right ones. The Matrix on Laserdisc is the very last Laserdisc movie ever to be released, and it's worth like I see it usually sell for $300 to $500 on eBay, and I only ever see like 1 or 2 listed a year. So if you guys ever see the Matrix on Laserdisc, it's 100% it's worth picking up. Anyways, time to get these all packed. Alright guys, that's everything shipped, and while packing it all up, I had 3 more sales. First one was a Tom Petty cassette tape, sold for a couple bucks, and a Xbox 360 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Both going out. And then the other sale I haven't packed up yet because I do actually need to get more bubble wrap, and it was a Techniques CD player, like a 90 disc or 100 disc CD player. I'll give you a little screenshot of it. It sold for $120 plus shipping, so that was a nice sale to have for Sunday, so I'll get that packed up. Well, probably bright and early tomorrow morning. I'll go out and get some more bubble wrap and packing supplies. I maybe have enough to pack it, but $120 sale, I'd rather just overdo it and not have anything happen and, you know, not stress about it. So yeah, that's it. Now I just got to go to the post office for a few packages, but mostly this will be all like FreightCom stuff. The only, I think there's 1, 2, 3 packages are going Canada Post, and then these will all go Canada Post because they'll go as like letter mail for a couple bucks each, anywhere from $1.25 to like $3. Everything else was FreightCom. Comparing all these packages from FreightCom to Canada Post, I saved like $42 or something, $43 it worked out to, so that's pretty nice. Still loving the whole FreightCom.